Please hold. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kaila, and today I wanted to do a get ready with me / Q&A video. A few days ago on Instagram I asked people to ask me questions so I could answer in this video. So that's what I'll be doing, while I also try out some new makeup products that I got recently. I'm gonna do full face and I'm bored, so why not, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. First thing I'm gonna do is prep my face. I'm using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. It's my, actually, I lied. I just lied to you, I'm so sorry. So first I'm gonna do my brows, and I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia Brow Freeze. The top is gross, but we're not gonna talk about it. First question is, what motivated you to start up your YouTube channel again? Honestly, once I graduated, that had always kind of been a thought for me. Like, once I graduate from college, I'll have time, so I'll be able to do it. So that was kind of one motivation, or one motivating factor. Another one being, like, I've been wanting to do this literally since I was like, I've been watching YouTube since like 2009, 2010. So I've been wanting to be a YouTuber, like make YouTube videos for probably around that time. Okay, sorry, I put on this shirt just to, yeah. Next question is favorite dessert. Right now, I would say probably cookies. I've been having cookies from like Crumble or the Cookie Plug a lot recently. Like for my birthday and stuff, I had them, and ugh, they're just so good. Like those thick cookies. Oh my god, they're amazing. I love them. 10 out of 10 recommend if you've never been to Cookie Plug or Crumble or Insomnia Cookies. Any place like that. So amazing. Love them. Bro, this eyebrow is giving me such a hard time. Okay, sorry. As I yelled at it, it got back together. I've been having a really hard time with my eyebrows recently. Any tips down below or products that you could recommend, please let me know. I'm gonna go in with the Precisely My Brow by Benefit and just make my brows look a little bit better. I'm gonna take my Morphe brush, because I have a number on it. And take my ColourPop, what is this? The Pretty Fresh Concealer, and this is in the color medium W100, medium 100. Your favorite fast food restaurant? At the moment, it is In-N-Out. Probably Cane's. Oh, I do like Farmer Boys strictly for their breakfast burritos that they have all day. Oops, sorry. Next, I'm going to prime my face, and now I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I'm gonna put that everywhere. I went to Sephora and Ulta today. I'll show you guys the products that I use in a second, like when I use them. But I tried out these eyeliners, and I'm testing them out to see which one lasts longer. I tried the Fenty one and then the Kat Von D one. I don't know if you see. This one is the Fenty one. Oops. This is the Fenty one, and then that's the Kat Von D one. Right now the Kat Von D one is winning by far. Or I don't think it's called Kat Von D anymore. I think it's like something vegan beauty, right? Because she's like no longer affiliated. I don't know, something like that. So the foundation I'm using right now is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless in 332 Golden Caramel. It's a little too dark for like my face, but like the rest of my body is a little bit darker, and like with concealer I lighten it up a little bit. Next question, first kiss story. Oh, that's funny. It's funny if he watches this. So first kiss, my first kiss, well, like my first real kiss, I guess, was in the 7th grade. It was at a school dance, I don't remember what the school dance was for. I don't recall. I feel like it was either like an end of the year or like end of the trimester type deal. Like we were either going to like break. Maybe it was like a summer, because I remember it was like a luau summer theme, I think. Maybe somebody who I went to junior high with could confirm in the comments. But the 7th grade dance where I had my first kiss, what was that? You know? I had a boyfriend at the time and he asked me to the dance. However, he did. And then we went, and the whole dance, it was one of those things where you're like, oh my god, I wonder if he's gonna kiss me. I just remember it was like the very end of the dance. Very end. Like to the point where I was like, it's not gonna happen. Because of course I was thinking about it, because of course. And it was like going off to break, obviously. So like, I was actually like, wow, we're not gonna see each other for who knows how long. And this man ain't gonna kiss me. But then I was also like, thank God, because like, I'm scared. Literally the last dance, I think I remember that specifically. He grabbed me and like wanted to dance. He was a really nice guy. He was really sweet. I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Matchstick and Truffle to contour. And then I have the e.l.f. Complexion Duo brush, which is so good for contouring. Anyway, he grabs me during the last dance and we're dancing, and he like looks at me, because you know I'm awkward and I'm avoiding eye contact because I'm like, great, I think I know where this is going, but I'm scared. And then he kisses me, and I was truly expecting it to be a peck, and it wasn't. So I was completely caught off guard. And I'm in the 7th grade, we're at a school dance, it's proctored, so I'm stressed. Like, great, I'm gonna get in trouble. And then later on, either, was it that day? At the end of the day, he came up to me and kissed me again in front of like his friends or something, and I was like, ah. That's my first kiss story. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I told it well. If I didn't, then my bad. What is your middle name? My middle name is Amel. It's what I use for all of my social media. That name came from this artist named Amel LaRue. She was in Groove Theory and she has some solo work. She's amazing, and I'm honored to be named after her, to be honest. She's fabulous and she's beautiful on top of that. So shout out to my dad. Thank you for choosing that. So these two questions kind of go together. One of them says, how was it seeing the homies perform, and how was it like to see Jack Harlow in concert? Sorry, my camera decided to stop recording. But anyway, I concealed under my eyes with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Praline, and then in the inner corner I took the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in light beige to make it brighter. But anyway, like I was saying, the next question, they go together, two of them. I think Jack Harlow was absolutely amazing. I went to 2 of his concerts while he was on his California tour, and I'm so grateful. I went with my cousin, and we had literally a blast. The first one I went to was in LA, and then the second one I went to was in Pomona. The one in Pomona, I was lucky enough, or I guess patient enough, to sit outside the venue for several hours. And wait, and I got basically as close to front row as you could think. Like, there's, I think, maybe 2 people in front of me and then the barricade, so like I could see the barricade, I could reach for the barricade and like touch it, like I was right there. But how was it seeing the homies in concert? It was an experience, to say the very least, you know. I could speak for, you know, a lot of people when I say that it's an experience, you know. On top of being so close at the concert, I also was lucky enough to meet him. He's actually my background. I met that man. I'm obsessed with him. It was the best day of my life. I made some amazing friends that day, which is another question that somebody asked. How do you feel about your new friend group? Which they're referring to the friend group I made at that concert in Pomona, and they're honestly the greatest group of girls that I've ever met. I absolutely love them. my best friends now, like my ride or dies, love them to death. Like I absolutely adore them. So grateful for them. So glad that Jack Harlow brought them into my life, because who was I before them? Truly. We're doing this. Advice for college students. Ask for help. I think that is something that I wish I did more of. Lean into professors, lean into people in your classes, connect, ask questions about the work, ask for extensions, communicate with your professors, have a good relationship with them, because it will pay off in one way or another. But it never hurts to reach out and, you know, extend yourself and ask questions for your own growth and your own success, because you're the only one that's looking out for you, honestly, in college, because your professors have so many students. Like, I'm sure they care and want their students to succeed, but you have to take initiative and you have to be the one to want help and to want to receive it, if that makes sense. I don't know if that last part made sense. Hopefully you guys know what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm gonna let this sit just for a second. We're gonna do the next question. What do you want to be when you grow up? Interesting question, because it is ever changing, honestly. I was actually introduced to a job opportunity recently, and it's made me rethink my whole path yet again. So I really don't know. All I do know is I eventually do want to go back to school. Like, I for sure want to do that. Don't know if it's for masters, don't know if it's for nursing. I don't know what I want to go to school for. Really frustrating for me personally, because I like to have some kind of a plan, some kind of a path, because I don't like having so much freedom, I learned, and like no restraints. And that's kind of what I feel like it's like trying to figure out what to do with your life. I do think whatever I do end up doing, I want to be my own boss in some capacity, or like work remote, or be in charge of some aspect of my time, because I appreciate and I realize how important flexibility is, especially, you know, the world, you never know. So I definitely really appreciate something like that. And I also don't like listening to people. So to be my own boss would be ideal. What advice would you give your younger self? I like that question. That it's never that deep. Nothing ever is that deep. Oh, and also to not care what people think so much. Oh my god, I wish I would go back and tell myself that nobody cares. Nobody cares about you in like the nicest way possible. Like, I'm such a big fan. I've mentioned this maybe in another video, or maybe I don't even know how or where, but I'm such a big believer in recognizing and being at peace with your insignificance, because once you realize and accept that and become comfortable with it, unstoppable. You really can do anything, because who cares? Especially in high school, but I didn't talk a lot. I didn't make too many friends myself. I was friends with other people through the people I was friends with, and they like carried that relationship for me, because like they were the social ones, and like they were the ones that were like, let's go talk to these people, or like let's go talk to these guys. So I was always the person that was with them that like never spoke. If anything, I did the people around me a disservice, because I wasn't my authentic self when I could have been, and they could have enjoyed that, and I could have enjoyed that, you know? I feel like these tangents aren't making sense, but I'm hoping. Next, I'm gonna go in with this Juvia's Place bronze duo thing in tan. I think I'm gonna take the top color. Oh my god, I always do this. I always forget about her. mine was, if I was a superhero, what would my superpower be? It would be either invisibility or mind reading. Maybe invisible, because then I would be invisible and be able to read minds. Or not read minds, but like listen to what people think of me by like eavesdropping, you know? I would only want like mind reading if it was like something I could control. Like if I was able to be like, I want to read their mind, not like I was constantly being flooded with people's thoughts. You know what I mean? What advice would you give your older self? Be like your younger self. I hope that I don't change much as I get older. I work with a lot of people who are older than me, and recently somebody had a birthday and they were saying like, people my age, like it's not that serious. Like have fun, laugh, like make jokes, like live a little basically. And I really appreciated that. Something I bought today is the Fenty Pro Filter setting powder in banana. I'm really excited. I really needed a setting powder because the one I was using was this one, the Revolution banana powder, and I don't like that one. It does not do it for me. And then I also bought this Morphe, it's like M581 I think. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna use that to blend it out, I think. But I'm gonna use this to bake under my eyeballs. What is the best lesson you've learned? The best lesson I learned is probably to not allow anybody to disturb your peace of mind. That's something that my mom has told me since I was younger. For almost every situation that applies, because you have the power to give the power to something to disturb you. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? It feels really nice. I don't know how it looks on camera, but it feels good on my skin. So I'm going to take this Morphe 35B palette. I'm gonna take the Morphe, this brush, just like a fluffy, dirty blending brush. I'm gonna take that color and I'm going to put it in the outer corner and like blend it. Just blend it out of it. Okay, the next question is, if there's one thing you could go back and change, what would it be? Dang, what would it be? What I would have said to Jack, because I like got choked up and I just said like, thank you, I love you. And like, granted, he said I love you back to me, but like I would have been like, what's your favorite cereal or something, you know? Something he would have been like, let me think about it. And then would have been like, dude, I remember her. I probably would have thought of something more funny than that, but something, you know, that's a little bit more thought out, a little bit better. That's fun. Okay, let's do it again. What are you going to be posting? That's a good question. Ideally, I like vlogs. I like vlogging and I like watching vlogs. So like that's the kind of content I'm interested in making. I also like this video. This is fun, like a little get ready with me moment. I'm not quite sure you will ever get like true, genuine makeup content from me, because I am not a makeup guru. Like, no ma'am, that is not me. I'm not qualified to like teach people how to do anything related to makeup. So potentially like outfits or lookbooks. I'm starting to become more into that. I've been buying a lot of like pieces recently, which has been fun because I'm excited to like put stuff together. Now we're gonna do blush. I'm gonna use this blush. It's like this bright orangey pink. It's in Luminoso by Milani. I love Milani blushes. They're so pretty. What do you do for work? Right now, I am a sterilization technician at an oral surgery practice, which essentially means that I clean bloody instruments when they come out of surgery. So when you get your wisdom teeth removed, or if you get a dental implant, That's the kind of procedures we do at my job, or like TMJ, your jaw, or like jaw fractures. Those are the kind of surgeries we do. I got the Fenty Kilowatt highlighter in Trophy Wife because I saw this girl wearing it. Like, please, it's so beautiful. I knew that she was wearing this because it's so, like, such a statement. So I had to buy it, and there's only one left. And I was like, oh, you sold me. Done. I'm gonna put some on my eyelid. Yeah, okay, that's pretty. I'm going to spray my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. This is the 501. And I'm gonna rotate. Oh my god, are you kidding? Okay, let's answer some questions while I decide whether or not I'm gonna do lashes. Favorite alcoholic drink right now, I would say martini. Either martinis or mojitos. I was definitely a margarita girl, but tequila did me dirty. So we're taking a break. We're on a break right now because I can't do it. So mojitos and martinis have been my favorite. What's your biggest pet peeve? My biggest pet peeve, oh, I have so many. Okay, one of them is people not saying excuse me, because it's really not that hard, and I hate when I turn around and somebody is this close to me. I hate it. It drives me insane. Oh, one-uppers. People who are one-uppers. Another one, hearing people chew. Sometimes it bothers me, sometimes it doesn't. I really don't know what it is, to be honest. Those are the ones I can think of right now. What does your dream life consist of? Happiness, honestly. Like, being content with where I live and my marriage and my life as a parent and like work and life balance, and I don't know. That seems like my dream life. What's your favorite clothing store? Right now, I think it's probably H&M and Target, to be honest. They've been having cute clothes. And I also haven't really been buying very many clothes recently, but when I have, it's been from those two stores. Your dream vacation? Right now, my dream vacation is to go to Thailand. I want to go to Thailand so bad. So bad. I think, oh my god, my camera's dying. Okay, I guess I'm gonna charge this and then come back. All right, we're back in business. I had to finish my makeup off camera, but for lip liner, I used this ColourPop one in BFF3. The Fenty Heat Gloss Bomb Heat in Hot Chocolate. I curled my lashes and I used the Maybelline Sky High Mascara. I'm gonna answer some more questions. I'm asked, when are you relaunching your business? And I don't think I've ever talked about it on my channel. I don't remember. But I sell scrunchies. I make scrunchies. I have a scrunchie Instagram, but I've been very inactive for over a year, I think. I do want to start getting into making them again. I really want to just sew and make all of my inventory and sell everything. I haven't had the time. I don't have a proper workspace right now. I have a desk that I'm honestly in the process of like trying to get rid of and find a new one. So like I don't really have a space to do all of it. I don't know, maybe if I get a better desk it'll be more functional and a little bit easier. We'll see. My favorite song at the moment, let's see. Right now it's About My Face by Mariah Carey. That song is so good. And it came up on like my station one day and I was like, banger. If you were an animal, what animal would you be? If I got to choose, just simply based on like what animal do you want to be, it would be a pig because I love pigs. But like personality wise and like, oh, let me think. It would be something like quiet and calm, and probably a cat. Even though I don't like cats, I feel like I would be a cat. Quiet and to myself and like get affection when needed, and a sassy, an attitude. That's me. Yeah, okay. My brother asked why your forehead's so big. I don't know, man. We have the same forehead, so I don't know what to tell you. What do you think has been a defining moment in your life? That's a really good question. What comes to mind is being isolated due to COVID and stuff. I guess just growing constantly. Like I was constantly reevaluating myself, my thoughts, my actions, my habits, my routines. Like I was very aware of everything, and they made me change a lot of things about myself for the better. But I feel like that was a really defining time of my life, like March 2020 to like maybe a little past the summer, maybe all the rest of from March to the end of 2020, honestly. Risa asked, how much do you love Risa? And I love Risa more than the moon loves the ocean. I love you so much, Risa. You have no idea. Risa is truly my best friend. I've like the only friend I've had that I've been close with for this long. Like, we've been friends since 2009. Long time, and I love her. I miss her. She moved away from me. All my friends, everybody moved away from me. Alexis is in Africa. Islam, Africa. Risa is only 2 hours away, but do I smell? Like, what's wrong? I don't get it. What makes you angry? Honestly, I wish this wasn't true, but a lot of things. There's a lot of things that like irk me, but something that makes me angry are ignorant people, particularly ignorant racist people, or ignorant people who like choose to be ignorant. Like, you have the resources, you have Google, but you choose to like, okay, that makes me mad. How much do you love Izzy? I love you so much, Izzy. Are you kidding me? Love of my life before I met you. I really don't know. My favorite season, oh, I'm realizing that as I'm growing and learning to love my body more, I've been liking being able to show it off. You know, when I'm in the mood, obviously. So for that, I think I would say like spring and summer, because I feel like I could dress more fun and like I could express myself a little bit more, you know? Yeah. Oh, my workout routine. During quarantine, I became really into working out, and it became like a huge passion of mine. So I've been really consistent over the last year and some months. Although recently I fell into a rut, it was actually because I was on vacation, and so I was kind of like out of my space, so I wasn't really into it. But I work out about 6 days a week if I can. I typically do weight training. I do cardio on some days. Alright guys, that was the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe, and if you have any other questions or video suggestions, anything like that, leave them in the comments down below. New videos will be coming out soon. Really excited for my next vlog, so stay tuned for that. It should be out in the next week or so, hopefully. But yeah, thank you so much for watching.